Let's address the men with the what do you bring to the table analogy. First of all, sir, if you're the type of man that asks this kind of question, what do you bring to the table, aside from your dirty laundry, salty attitude, and inconsistent tendencies? You bring all your shit to our table and expect us to clean it all up. And in some cases, we have your baggage, your insults, and your nonsense screwing up our perfect centerpiece. How's that for an analogy? Listen, just because you brought something to our table does not mean it was desirable. Let's just get that straight. But I'm assuming you're talking about money, which is funny because you're usually the same people that expect us to maintain the age-old gender role of homemaker, all while pulling up our bootstraps and being the breadwinner. Don't know how anyone expects us to cook the bread if we have to go out and earn it, but what do I know? Hey, maybe we can put the oven on wheels and bring it to the office. But in that case, I think you fail to realize that we built the table, secured it, and set it. And you want to ask what we brought to it? After we bought the food, cooked the food, and cleaned up after it? All you have to do is chew and swallow. I know you'd like to be recognized for it, but I don't think so. See, here's the thing about living in 2021. Women are more than capable of being independent. We had our table stacked long before you showed up to sit at it. See, you can't ask us what we brought to the table if you refuse to open your eyes and see what we're carrying. But you don't want that. You want to deflect all sense of accountability by invalidating your partner's contributions. And your table analogy implies a sense of superiority over the person supplying the majority of the income. But duality is not an option here. You can't expect all the benefits of a homemaker if you want a financial contribution of greater or equal value. And if you think we can do both, then the question then presents itself of why can't you? So if you're sitting at our table and getting all your needs met as a result of what's on top of it, don't insult us by asking what we brought to it. Because here's the thing, if someone's living as an individual, there's only a single contributor to the lifestyle. But in a relationship, there are two people and there should be an equal distribution. But just because someone's contribution doesn't mirror yours doesn't mean it's not of equal value. And every time we try and take a contribution from you to try and lessen your burden, we get accused of slacking on another one. Yet at the same time, you'll tell us we're expecting too much if we ask for emotional support after you worked all day. You can't hold us to a standard that you yourself refuse to fulfill. So I'll end with this. Either way, asking your partner this is incredibly insulting, whether they're male or female. But if you're wondering why you're not getting 100% of their effort, maybe it's because you diminish everything it consists of. Just saying.
Ladies, let me make this very abundantly clear. A table is a representation of a relationship. You come to the table to give. The man and the woman goes 100-100. But some of you ladies just want to come to the table. Just take, and never give. All you guys want to do is eat all the filet mignons, the mashed potatoes. When you come to the table and eat, at least bring some napkins or some forks or some shit.
Birthday, like you really just should have paid for all of our food.
For one, I'm not paying for everybody's food. It's your birthday, cool, but I'm not doing that. It's 18.
Why do T gotta pay for all y'all food though?
You brought 18 friends. I'm finna leave you. You staying here with them or you coming with me?
Nobody wants a broke nigga.
Are you?
Woo, bro!
And when a man asks you, what do you bring to the table? You say, I will become his peace.
Because you'll have peace.
Yeah, more like a piece of shit. And gentlemen, if you analyze a woman's dating mentality in her early 20s, Rich Cooper said it best, that a woman does not want to build with you. She wants to stand at the finish line and pick the winners. Now, if you analyze this with your cheek-slaying Sharingan,
Fucking right in the pussy.
a woman's dating mentality in her early 20s, I'm gonna give you guys a summary. Find the bad boy, chase the bad boy, dump the bad boy.
I will get completely uninterested in my boyfriend, and this is part of the reason why I've left relationships, is because I'm like not attracted to him anymore, where it's like everything they do bothers me. Like, damn. Yeah. And
Are you living with him or something?
No.
Or, dang, you're not even living with him yet.
No,
She's
exactly.
Dang,
like,
you be the type that just be quiet and then just observing, huh? Like,
I am.
Look at his fingers after he dips his hand in the bag of
like,
chips. Like, some stupid shit.
Something so small will just bother me so much. Like, that's happened to me
listening
before.
to him.
Find another bad boy.
Is it true women typically want what they can't have?
Yes.
So would you agree that chasing women is terrible advice for men?
All men do is chase women. No.
The boyfriend I have, I chased him, and I still chase him to this day because he's not shit.
So why do women complain about men when women are the ones choosing the shitty men?
That's a good point.
That is a good point. I've dated a lot of shitty men.
I've talked to shitty men. I haven't dated them.
I have.
Now, if I were to ask any girl in her early 20s if there was a man she wasn't able to get, here is her response.
Has there ever been a man you wanted that you weren't able to get?
Yes.
No, I mean, for me, there's not a man. Everybody wants me.
Bullshit.
Bullshit!
It's usually the man that wants me, not to be cocky or anything, but it's never me trying to go for a man that I don't want.
Now, ladies, I want you guys to listen very carefully because I'm about to preach to the gospel. Ladies, there is a big difference between getting a man and keeping a man, because with your looks, you can get any attention and sex from any guy, but it's your personality and attitude that is going to get the retention. Because let's be honest, men are not picky who they sleep with, but they are picky who they give their commitment to. That's why a lot of you ladies can get a man, but you guys cannot keep a man. If I were to ask this girl, do you have a boyfriend? I can almost guarantee you that she is still single as a Pringle. As a matter of fact, this girl is so single that when she won 2 tickets for a Cancun trip, she went fucking twice. This girl is so single. When she went on a cliff and yelled, "I love you," her echoed replied back saying, "Let's just be friends." Because ladies, allow me to bless you with the cheek-slaying scriptures from the book of the Ass Clapulations, section Hoology. It states, if you were in your 20s and wanted to act like a hoe, by the age of 30, you'd be the first one to say, "Where did all the good men go?"
What happened? Where did all the men go?
Now, ladies, when you hit the wall, you expect to be treated like a queen. But sweetheart, you've taken more loads than a washing machine.
So this video isn't gonna have a punchline. I'll tell you that right off the bat. Because I am basically just making it to stop crying. Because usually when I start trying to make a video, I stop crying. And I've been crying all day because I got sat on a plane next to a couple, and the whole time the guy had his hand on like his girlfriend's leg, you know, and it was just kind of like that the whole time. And I can't, like, I've been single my whole life. I'm 25 and I've never gotten to experience that. I've never gotten like close to that, and it's just too much. Like, it's too much. I can't do it anymore. There are some people out there who they're not interested in a relationship and they want to be by themselves, but like, that's not me, and that's never been me. I have always wanted to be in a relationship, even though I've never been in one. And even though I'm comfortable by myself and I can do things alone, but like at a certain point, it gets like really sad doing things alone. Like, I've traveled alone to so many places because like, if I don't go by myself, I'm not gonna go. If I don't do things by myself, it's not gonna happen. But at the same time, like, it's so much fun to be able to like share that with someone else. And like, everyone I know is in a relationship right now, and like the majority of them have been in relationships for like a long time. Like, this is established, and I just like, I feel like I've always been alone, and I don't want to be, and I don't understand why this is happening to me. And I don't know, I like can't take it anymore. And clearly this didn't work because I'm still crying.
My beloved brothers, before I end this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you really appreciate the content and would like to donate, please hit that thank you button. It really helps out the channel a lot, and it's very much appreciated. Now, before I end this video, allow me to bless you guys with the Cheek Slaying Gospels. It states, feminism did not free women of the bonds they knew they had, but it freed men from the bonds they knew they never had. Now, allow me to send you off this verse from the Cheek Slaying Collaborations. It states, if she is beautiful and that ass is fat, she looks like a snack, but her attitude and energy is whack. Body shaped like a Coca-Cola bottle, but that soda is flat. That's why the men in her life never come running back. That's why she'll be alone with her cats.
Have you ever considered the possibility you might end up a lonely old cat lady?
I have. I think about it every day. It's so hard to get someone who understands you. And
why are the women who say they won't settle okay with settling for living and dying alone with a dozen cats?
Because during all their life they think they deserve better, and the years pass and then they end up being alone. Meow, meow, meow.